Yeah.
Cold.
Shoo. What, my good people? It is currently 20 minutes past 10 p.m. UK time. Welcome to the first ever what, Crogerton?
The first ever Mycelink stream, people. Welcome, welcome.
Yes. Good to be here.
Yes,
Yes, my
yes.
dude.
Welcome to the first ever Mycelink stream. Now, I am not a man that shies from responsibility. I will start off by saying that it's your boy Fadlan, aka Ninja T, most known so far as of 2025. If you're watching this in the future, hopefully I'm more known for Mycelink, innit? Most known for founding a company called Blockchain Sensei. If you check Company's House, I can't hide it. The company's now dissolved, and I don't really want to get into it. But I want to let people publicly know that my personal relationship between my ex co-founders is absolutely fantastic. Big ups to Mr. Harding, Keisha, etc. No love lost. But it was necessary for me as a practitioner of the market, somebody who's been in the game for 10 years plus, someone who loves giving out information, for me to start a new platform. And what better platform to start than with one of my best friends? Just to iterate, before I give Krog the floor, nothing in this video is financial advice. We do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. At present, as of the 5th of October 2025, Mycelink is not a registered company. That may change in the future. All Mycelink is a decentralized ecosystem of like-minded people who enjoy futures technologies, including but not limited to blockchain, AI, crypto. We'll go over some AI stuff today, and also wellness, etc. So I'm going to give it to not my co-founder because we're not a business. My fellow community member, Krog. I'll give him the floor, and let's go over some stuff in the markets, man. Let's go.
Yo, people. So I'm Mr. Crag. It's currently 8:22 in Australia right now, and so we're officially an international community. Um, and yeah, this is Mycelink. This is a new idea, and think of it like it's mycelium meets the blockchain. Everything is interconnected, and it's just a growing network, a web of minds that work together, contributing towards a common goal, which is becoming wealthy, becoming financially literate, and being able to navigate the modern system.
Oh, yeah.
We just mute. Oh, sorry. Right. Cool. Just had to mute that. So yeah, that is the goal. We're keen on investing, we're keen on crypto, and we're keen on just building people up. Sorry, I'm new to these Zooms. But yeah, we're keen on building everyone. Me personally, I've been in crypto for over 4 years now, but I say I've been taking it super seriously since the start of 2024. So about a year and a half now. I spent a lot of time locked in with Ninja T. We actually lived together last year, and we spent a lot of time together in Manchester. I come from a background in music business. I've built lots of event brands up doing marketing and things like that, artist management. And so now I'm trying to apply the skills that I've learned in the music industry to something that I'm personally more passionate about, which is crypto. I was going to a lot of music business events for the music industry, and I just started going to crypto business events, and I just found the average person that I met in crypto was more aligned with my values and beliefs than the average person I met in music. And mainly, especially 2025, I've just really done a full pivot, and right now all my energy is going towards Web3 projects and instead of music. And maybe the music will come back at a later date. There's lots of great musicians, but as an independent artist myself, I want to help musicians become financially literate, be able to raise that money, raise that capital so that they can be independent and not have to, it's all about it, gaining that independence, gaining that financial freedom that allows you to pursue your creative endeavors or pursue whatever it is that you want to do in life. Because that's what life is all about. And so, yeah, when inflation is so high, it's important to build yourself, become financially literate and be able to beat inflation, even if you just want to store your wealth. But obviously, we want to do more than beat inflation. We want to beat every other investment on the market, which is why we're in crypto, which is the highest performing asset right now. So, yeah, that's me. That's the vision. That's why I'm here building this community. And I'm going to give the floor back to Ninja, if that's cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Echo, bro.
You're muted on both now, mate.
Yo, are we back? Are we back? Are we back?
We're back with no echo. That's
We're
great.
back.
Okay, little matrix attack. Am I clear? Am I clear? Check, check, 1, 2.
All good.
All good, all good. Yeah, of course, we won't shy from the music side. I won't lie. I've got a load of music out now, so is Krog. But he's right. It's not our number one focus. Number one focus is financial literacy and freedom. And alhamdulillah, you know, praise to God. Outside of crypto, we've got other talents as well. But let's get it in with the financial literacy. First of all, let me say this. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master something. However, when that I guess you could say old logic was given out, there wasn't the internet, and there most definitely was not AI, and there was definitely no Grok and no LLMs. I believe you can actually master things now in 500 hours. Not in one day, not in 1 month, not in 3 months, but 500 hours. Now, how long did it take to put in 500 hours? Well, it's 365 days. If you put in 2 hours a day, then within 1 year, that's 700 plus hours, right? So I'm going to demonstrate for you guys using Grok, which is my favorite LLM, my favorite large language model. You need an X account, Twitter, and I'm going to use Grok as kind of a co-host and a tool to help you guys gain some data sets. So,
And that's Grok's
by the way,
smartest AI on the market right now.
Okay,
yeah, the
sure.
smartest AI on the market. Yeah,
I've got a
absolutely.
question.
Now,
Yeah. So why Grok over all the other language models?
absolutely.
What
So I
makes it
cannot. Yeah, I can tell you why Grok is better for financial literacy and crypto only. I don't know about anything else because that's all I use AI for. So specifically for financial literacy and crypto and such, Grok is more intelligent and superior to the likes of ChatGPT and Gemini because it's the Twitter, aka X AI. So the best financial data is tweeted before it's posted on Yahoo News. Those in the markets know and understand this. If you don't, you just have to get to know. I actually challenge everybody and anybody to find me a better LLM than Grok for crypto trading and investing. So far, nobody's come back to me with a better one. So I digress. Let's get into Grok. So notice how I prompt intelligently. So for those that haven't seen the video, for those that don't follow us yet, please follow us on Instagram. We've just launched Mycelink. For those that don't know who this guy is, he's Mr. Just Busy Entertainment. He's a comedian, and he does this thing where he goes, "Yuck, how greedy!" Yeah. So you know what? You know what's actually mad? On the video, I never actually asked him to promote me. I asked him for a how greedy. Sorry. Thank you. Can you? Okay, we're back. Babe, I really need you to mute that. Okay, amazing. Sorry for the technicals. Okay, so let's get back to it. Yeah, so I included a screenshot of in fact, let's just read it out. Birthed in Q4 2025, Mycelink is a decentralized ecosystem of like-minded individuals who are passionate about improving the world via education and community in the emerging tech and wellness spaces, including but not limited to crypto, AI, and financial literacy. As the community expands in the cosmic, the mission and goals will adapt accordingly. So anyway, I included that screenshot here, and let's read my prompt. GM Grok Mycelink team here. We will be sharing this exact Grok convo on the webinar to show attendees the power of utilizing AI, especially Grok, to hyper effectively learn and become competent in the cryptocurrency financial literacy and trailblaze a decade of experience into maybe 6 to 12 months of intense learning. There will be a range of participants from crypto noobs to 6-figure and 5-year experienced crypto vets. But to start off the webinar, let's start with a macro asset global rain check. I'm pretty sure. So by macro asset global rain check, I just mean there's loads of assets in the world. There's real estate, there's gold, there's stocks, there's crypto. But what's an easy way to visualize mathematical, numerically on a table. Like, how can we just see the difference in the size of this shit, right? Pardon my French. I'm pretty sure real estate is a large. Mind you, this is my manual prompt. My prompt is not AI. This is me as a human. I'm typing this. I'm just talking to my AI, right? I'm pretty sure real estate is. And by the way, this is not a paid AI. Mycelink Gmail was created less than 24 hours ago. I prompted this 2 hours before the webinar, right? These are just fresh thoughts. Use LLMs like this for your journey in investing and trading. I'm pretty sure real estate is the largest in the world at multiple hundreds of trillions, followed by bonds, debt, the stock market, fiat currency, gold, global oil, then crypto at the lower bottom, and IP, intellectual property, in the middle. Can you create an easy to read table showing the biggest assets by market cap from largest to smallest, including real estate, global bonds, fiat currency, the stock market, etc.? Right. So at the top, we've got what? Real estate. This is a $654 trillion asset class. After that, we've got, they actually didn't include debt. I don't like this. 1 second. You
That's another
missed
thing, people. AI is not always right. And
out debt. What's the size of the debt market versus real estate versus cash fiat supply? Right. Okay, I have run out. Oh, by the way, here's another tip. On Grok and also probably ChatGPT and Gemini. I hardly actually use other AIs now because Grok is that good. But I digress. Typically on the free, first of all, nobody needs to. Okay, I hate to say this, but nobody actually needs to pay for LLMs. I don't pay for Grok. Why? Because I've got 12 emails, right? The default, and I'm sorry to say this, on these AIs is there's like a basic response, and they typically have a freemium that lets you have the pro a little bit for like a few questions, right? Oh shit. Oh my God. I almost thought that everything got deleted. That would have been really annoying. What did I say? I said uh 1 sec. Scroll up to the first prompt. You missed debt. Put real estate versus debt versus fiat supply. All right, we'll let it think. Let me just go to the top again. What I want to say. Okay, so real estate is the biggest market in the world. There is debt, which I'm going to get into later. But as you can see, we've got bonds. Bonds are basically high interest deals. If I just load up TradingView, for those unfamiliar, tradingview.com, this is the #1 website in the world to view. It's called TradingView. You don't trade on it. To view charts and information, everything I'm doing, you pretty much have access to, minus the fact that on a free version, you can only have 2 indicators. Where, because I'm on a pro version, I can have more than 2, maybe 10. I don't know. But yeah, you just log in with your Gmail.
greedy.
How greedy? 4 indicators. How greedy? So yeah, basically, there's something called U.S. government bonds, which, not to get too much into it, is to do with the yield or interest on how much you'd get if you were to lock up your money in these financial instruments. So let's say you locked up 10 grand for 2 years, you get 3.5% a year for 2 years. If you did it for 10 years, you get 4%. And these are sold by the scandalous United States government. So that's what the bond market is. Fiat currency is all the money in the world, right? Notice how there is a hyper valuation of real estate versus all the money in the world. The reason why, and if I scroll to the bottom, hopefully the AI is answered. But total debt is a $323 trillion market. If you ever want the motivation to learn about investing, go to this website called usdebtclock.org. This shows you live-o the US national debt, which currently sits at $37 trillion, which makes every single, where are we? There's like a really interesting, I think they may have taken it off. Oh, here we are. There's like a really interesting work. Oh, it's like debt per citizen. is every citizen is apparently $3,000 or $6,000 in debt. But let me go back here. Yes. So notice how there's 3 times more debt. So $323 trillion of debt versus all the money that's actually in the world. That's crazy, right? The stock market is valued at around $133 trillion. I actually disagree with this. I believe the stock market is around 170 trillion, but we won't get into it too much. We've got oil, which is why the Arabs are so rich. Maybe why I want to consider moving to Dubai at some point. Intellectual property. So, intellectual property is an IP, intellectual property, non-tangible ideas that are patented in this world. Things like Louis Vuitton and the Nike tick is an $80 trillion ecosystem. Asset class. This is why we're building Mycelink, which at present isn't a company, right? But that's why I built Ninja T. That's why Krog built Krog, a name that you can trust. That's my wife Halima, who will. You know what's super dope? Krog. Can we tell them what's happening? As a little break, as something special to Mycelink. This is the standard.
Tell them, bro.
We're gonna do this around 11 p.m. We're gonna do around 11 p.m. We're gonna run this webinar all the way till 11:30. We're gonna go hard. Hopefully, you guys can stay for the next 1 hour. We're gonna go hard. This ain't no quick thing. Sorry, Krog. What interlude are we gonna do at 11 p.m.?
I think if Halima's there, she should tell us what she's going to be doing at 11 p.m.
Yeah, babe. What are you doing at 11 p.m.? Just come here. I'll let my wife take over. I'll be back in a minute.
Hello. Hi, so at 11 p.m., I will be doing a guided meditation. And this specific guided meditation is for health and wealth. So instead of doing another activity whilst you do break time, we'll just be closing your eyes and following a meditation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sounds great.
All right, cool. My wife's my greatest asset of all time. Let it be known. Okay, so yeah, intellectual property ideas. Crypto, becoming a financially literate, crypto literate, blockchain literate, AI literate. I know it sounds hard, but you use the AI to cheat code in for you to understand things quicker, right? I think that we're in a world of multi-masters who put in 500 hours in different crafts. You guys can go from 0 to being 85% as good as Ninja T in 6 months if you put in the work using AI. Because I put out 500 videos out now, youtube.com/blockchain sensei, RIP blockchain sensei, right? The information is out there. It's just that I've put my hours in. So I digress. Okay, I just want you guys to really understand these concepts of the size of markets. And cryptocurrency is a $4.2 trillion asset class. Now, what are the 2 most popular websites in the world for cryptocurrency information and data? Not Krog. Jabs. I'm going to pick out your Jab. What's the most visited website in the world for cryptocurrency information and data?
Maybe like maybe Coinbase or Coinmarketcap, maybe.
X.
Yes, Coinmarketcap.com. Coinmarketcap.com, right? Coinmarketcap.com is the #1 website in the world for cryptocurrency information and data. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's definitely one of the best. I don't know anybody in crypto that doesn't either go to coinmarketcap.com every day or coingecko.com. I will not go into the nuances and pros and cons between both. And to keep it simple, I'm gonna choose CoinMarketCap. Now, Jabs, I know you got me, yeah? What is the mathematical reason? What is the math behind price? Like, if you were to teach, like, I'm going to put you on the spot, yeah? Because I know you've been in crypto for a while. Are you able to teach people right now on the spot, what is the reason why price is the price? Like, what's the math they need to understand behind this? Because this is something key that's going to unlock doors for most people that don't understand why price is the price.
What is it? Is it the market cap?
If the market cap, that's part one.
And sort of like the idea behind the actual company, sort of thing, like the community.
Now we're looking for the
You
mathematical
know,
formula.
Oh,
You're on the right lines, bro.
market cap and
go and help him out, Krog. He got half of it right. That's good enough.
Yeah. So to find a market cap, to find a price, you look at the market cap divided by circulating supply, and then get the price of the individual token. And so that's why, Bitcoin being where it is, you can't really compare that to the price of other coins because they all have different circulating supply. So when some people look at a coin, you don't look at the price, you look at the market cap because that's how much money is invested in the token altogether. So that's more important than what the price is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, bro.
So let me make you guys understand this. This is called the global digital asset formula. It goes as following. Price equals market cap divided by circulating supply. This applies in the stock market as well. The price of a stock is just the market cap of the stock divided by shares outstanding. I'm going to live prove it to you so you guys really understand with 3 different examples. I'm going to use 2 cryptos and 1 stock. So we're going to start off with Ethereum, which is essentially like the digital oil of the new internet, where Bitcoin
Like
is
the
like digital
backbone of
gold.
ecosystems.
Yeah, the backbone of ecosystems. Look into things called smart contract development. If you don't understand what Ethereum is, you will never understand crypto. There is the price action side of crypto, which we all wish to benefit from. We all want to make money. We all want to build our wealth in crypto, but you will never effectively build your wealth in crypto if you do not learn fundamentals. Because if you don't have fundamentals, you'll be scared out your pants when your Ethereum's down 30%. But if you understood Ethereum, you wouldn't fear that, right? But I'm not here to teach people about what Ethereum is. I'm just here to push everyone that doesn't understand. In fact, don't invest in anything that you don't understand. Make that a rule. If you cannot explain the asset you're invested in, you should have no business having money in it. I can literally write a thesis on why I may choose to allocate thousands of dollars in a meme and intellectually explain it, right? Art of articulation to yourself is very important. So you build something called conviction in this game. You'll make 0 money without conviction. The only way to make money in the market and be a top 3 to 7% participant, because remember, 93 to 97% of retail investors and traders, the subtotal amount of money they've ever put in the market has become exit liquidity because they have not profited from it. Can we talk about ASTER? Yes, we will talk about ASTER later. Is that Ali Alien? Is that Alien?
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
My brother, how long you been in the room, bro?
About 20-something minutes.
Oh my God, he's been silent. Krog, did you even know he was here?
I knew he was here, bro. I messaged him to join, eh?
Oh, gang. Okay, cool. So let me prove in what I'm saying. So market cap, right? Let me just get a calculator up real quick. So obviously this was the first Mycelink webinar, so I have to mix between high level, talking about AI, and also just going over the basics. So we got $45 billion. 45. Oh, my bad. I'm on a super tweak right now. 1 second.
Crazy swag,
Okay, right.
crazy steal.
Yeah. We got. I got 544 There is $544 billion invested in Ethereum, divided by 120 million Ethereum coins, is the mathematical reason why Ethereum is 4,500. Now, jab. To go back at you before I give 2 more examples. In order for the price of Ethereum to go to $9,000, what would the market cap need to become?
Double what it is now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, Jabs, what would happen to the price of Ethereum if the market cap declined by 20%?
Say that again, bro.
What would happen to the price of Ethereum if the market cap declined by 20%? So it went from 543 to around 400 something.
The price would go down.
By how much?
Oh, by 20%.
Exactly. That's it. Right. So market cap up, price up, market cap down, price down. Now, this is where you're going to be careful, right? Let's go to Sui. Okay. What would happen? Okay, I'm gonna pick on someone else now. I'm gonna pick on someone else. I'm gonna pick on Lewis. Who's Lewis? I'm gonna pick on Lewis.
Yo, you're right. It's we go to the Solana event on Fridays.
Oh,
Oh,
Lewis
nice.
from
You got someone that
Solana.
knows.
Yes.
Yo.
No. He doesn't work at Solana. I see him. By the way, for those who don't know, in Manchester, there's a co-working thing that Solana are kind enough to host through their subsidiary called Super Team. If you're interested, let me know. And yes, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Secret location in Manchester. I'm going to say secret because I don't know if that's public information or not. But yeah, any crypto people want to come, let me know. Yeah, Lewis. So, Lewis, I'm testing you now, right? If the market cap of Sui stayed the same, but the circulating supply increased by 50%, what would the price of Sui do? No. The circulating supply doubled. Let's just say doubled. Circulating supply doubled, market cap stayed the same.
It would reduce the price by 50%.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it would make it rarer. Okay, so there's the maths. I'm gonna do once on a stock and then back to crypto one. In fact, you know what? I told a lie. I'm not doing three examples. I'm doing 2 examples and we're moving on. So the price of Apple stock right now, again, tradingview.com, #1 website in the world for viewing charts. Where the hell is Apple stock? You know what? We'll do Coinbase stock because I like Coinbase more than Apple. So Coinbase stock is $380, right? If I go to Google and I type in Coinbase stock market cap, it's currently $97 billion, right? So 97 billion. Let me put that in on my calculator. For those that aren't aware, a billion is 1,000 million, and it's easily identified via 3 commas. Okay, 3 commas, 1, 2, 3. That means you're in the billions. If it's got 2 commas, you're in the millions. If you've got 4 commas, you're in the trillions. And that's how you don't get confused by looking at loads of numbers. You count the commas. There's a cheat code. $97 billion divided by Coinbase stocks shares outstanding. According to this, they got 255 million. Why do I know it's million? It's not because I'm a genius or anything. It's because there's 2 commas. So that's how I know. And there we go. That is why Coinbase is $380. Now, why is the market cap so important to consider? Without going into some Warren Buffett fundamental analysis, a basic fundamental analysis you can do in your head is think of the asset. No, in fact, you should not invest in assets that you are not aware of the market cap of. You should understand what the asset is fundamentally and be able to describe it in plain English, or you shouldn't be touching it, right? And then number 2 is that you should know the market cap before you even know the damn price, because the price of an asset is merely the recipient of how much money is invested in the asset, which is the real valuation, divided by how many assets are in existence. We're mainly talking about crypto, but the same concept applies for stocks. And I got some stocks for you guys. You know what I mean? We got them crypto penny stocks. You feel me? We're going hard today. Again, we're going to be locked in till 11:30. We got another 40 minutes. Get your coffee. In 10 minutes, my wife is going to be doing a little meditation. Okay, is everybody with me? Everybody with me, yeah? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro.
We locked in. Okay,
Good on
you
you
guys
people
know
for staying
about.
locked in, man. This isn't no algorithm where you just keep scrolling every 30 seconds. This is deep dive. So big up yourselves for having an attention
Deep
span
dive.
this morning.
And you know what? If I can encourage, by the way, Mycelink, yeah, is going to be an open platform. If anybody in this webinar right now, or people who are watching have content ideas, me and Krog are more than open. Like, this is not a crypto channel. Mycelink is not a crypto channel. Okay, we are a decentralized ecosystem of like-minded individuals who have a passion for emerging technologies and wellness. Emerging tech and wellness. Yes, I'm a crypto specialist. I'm an
Have a
on-chain specialist.
sauna, have a
You
sauna
know
and an
what I
ice
mean?
bath in the backyard.
Let's
We're all
go,
about that
bro. This
wellness.
is not a crypto channel, bro. It's not exclusive to that, and we're willing to make content and collaborate. So talk to us. But let me give out some more information before my wife takes the floor. What was I doing? What was I doing? Yeah, asset formula. Okay, now you understand. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Okay, so all right, that's enough about assets. Okay, so what you've learned, guys, so far is more of a global world bird's eye view of asset classes. Why cryptocurrency may be undervalued. It's undervalued, guys. Not financial advice. Do your own research. It's fucking undervalued. Okay. I'm so passionate and saying it's absolutely so undervalued. Why the hell would you not have some of it? I'm not saying put your life savings in crypto. Well, why not get some Solana? You know what I mean? Anyway, now you know the price formula, but when you understand the market cap of your asset and you do your studies and you compare it to the market cap of other assets in the same industry, and then you do the comparison to the market cap of the sector, you can then begin to understand, wait, my asset is either undervalued, overvalued, or maybe somewhat correctly valued. And we like to invest in undervalued assets. Why would you want to be in an overvalued asset? It's not where the money is. Okay, you can be valued. Do you know what I believe is a correctly valued asset as a non-financial advisor who's never worked at a fund and have no actual credentials? I believe Bitcoin is pretty well valued at today's price. I don't believe Bitcoin should be $500 million right now. So would I say buy Bitcoin 120K? No, not really, right? We're in the pre-euphoria stage, my G. So let me get into the next thing before my wife takes over in 8 minutes. So there's something called the Igloo Incorporated ecosystem. So for those that have seen, there is something called the Pudgy Penguins. Okay, they're all over social media. If I'm sure you guys have seen this intellectual property somewhere. So I said to the audience, can you explain to the audience what the Igloo Incorporated conglomerate ecosystem is and why it should be studied as one of the greatest intellectual property plays in Web3 history so far? IP is very important. I know a lot of creatives, musicians, artists watch this. Okay, study intellectual property. Not financial advice. Investable assets are in the ecosystem, from the NFTs to the Penguin meme coin and physical assets such as toys. And number three, because I know that some business owners, there is particularly a business owner that unfortunately couldn't make it on this call, but he's actually exited a financial services company. Okay, I don't provide financial services. I'm not a lawyer, not an accountant, right? But I do know lawyers and accountants. If you need to know, some that accept crypto as well. But anyway, I digress, right? He's going to be watching. Him and his team are going to be watching this video. They've exited for 6 to 7 figure real world businesses, but they don't have a Scoobies or a scratching their head on how crypto and AI can be incorporated in their business models. Give some tips and tell us how crypto, blockchain tech, and AI are shaping all businesses and why becoming literate is crucial. So what's the Igloo Incorporated ecosystem? It's the parent company behind Pudgy Penguins, which is originally an NFT collection that started in 2021 and is founded by an entrepreneur called Luca Netz. I'm just going to give you his face because you know how, like, Mark Zuckerberg, no, not this guy. I don't even know this guy. I'm talking about this guy, right? Luca Netz. Watch out for his face because he's definitely going to be, I mean, he's changing the world right now, but most people don't know, right? So you've got the Pudgy Penguins NFTs, you've got the abstract chain. Now, I'm just going to give you guys straight away, yeah? For those that don't know what dexscreener.com is, TradingView.com is the #1 website in the world to view assets, right? Like real assets, like stocks and your main cryptos. But Dex Screener is basically TradingView for meme coins. Now, there's a subsection, well, not subsection, but on the left-hand side, for lack of amazing English. You can filter meme coins by their chain, by their network. For the noobs, there's the Bitcoin network, there's the Ethereum network, Solana network, the base chain network owned by Coinbase. But there's something called the abstract chain, which is built on Ethereum, and this is probably the most undervalued chain at present in terms of you have Igloo Incorporated, which is a multi-million-dollar intellectual property with toys in every single Walmart in America and every single Argos, and you can look this up, right? They bought OpenSea, which is basically the eBay of NFTs, the Shopify of NFTs. They have the biggest NFT collection in the world. They have the first to the third, I can't remember, it's either 1, 2, or 3, biggest meme coin on Solana, and they have their own chain that nobody knows or is talking about, in which, if you do your own research, there's a meme coin here called ASTER, which is my top pick. It's basically the biggest meme coin on abstract chain. It's not the easiest to buy. You're going to learn to onboard into abstract chain, and I won't go into how to onboard an abstract chain on this webinar, but I may do a tutorial. If there's enough demand, I will do a tutorial on how to onboard onto abstract chain. But yeah, this is highly undervalued, right? In my opinion. Again, I'm gonna repeat, meme coin called ASTER. Do your own research, but you need to onboard onto the abstract chain, which is not something I'm going to get into right now. So, what else? They got physical products and merchandise. So, why study it? And this why is important because crypto allows almost everybody and anybody with an internet connection to have a shot at great wealth. It's the greatest wealth multiplication tool of all time in human history, but also the quickest get broke quick scheme of all time, also with the most scammers, which is why you also need to do your due diligence. So, baby, I'm going to wrap up in 5 minutes, yeah? Okay, cool. 5 minutes, let's go. And my wife's going to do a meditation and we'll get back to it. So, why study it as one of the greatest IPs in Web3 history? Igloo's Incorporated, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna read on screen. You guys can screenshot, or you guys can. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Copy. I can actually tweet the whole conversation. Okay. AI convo from today's first webinar. And this is how dope it is, right? You don't even need an X account to read this. So, see the conversation, Control-Shift-N, incognito. Anyone in the world can have this link now, and they can read the conversation we had without even having a Twitter account. So, that's now in the public domain, in the Cosmic. Okay, I'm going to quickly go over. So there's a Twitter account called Holderscan, and I really like such Twitter accounts because they give data, okay? I'm going to give a lot of qualitative opinions, which you need to go through because I'm a fallible human being. However, I like going through data. So what this basically shows is how many of the holders, by holders, it means like typically wallets, right? Wallets that have a holding of more than $100. And as we can see, Bonk, which is the biggest meme coin on Solana, has 73,000 plus wallets with $100 each, followed by SPX, which, if you know Murad, is a big advocate of. Then we've got Pump, which is the biggest meme coin launchpad on Solana. And as you can see, they're all trending upwards. I'm not saying we should buy Bonk. I'm not saying we should buy SPX. I'm not saying we should buy Pump. But generally speaking, you want to have exposure to the top players and not just degenerately play at the bottom. Because I know, everybody wants to catch the bottom, right? finally, I will say, 1 second, I'm very excited to try the Solana Seeker phone. This is the second ever crypto phone to come in existence. I've been waiting 2 years for this, haven't set it up yet, but I'm not getting paid to say this, but looking to getting a Solana Seeker. You know what? Babe, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna let my wife take over for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go for a toilet break, have a little tea break. In fact, no, I will join you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll join you. Okay. All right. I'm going back in 1 minute because I actually do need the toilet. Krog, you wanna sit? Oh, wait, Halima, are you doing it from there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna mute.
Hello, my name is Halima Yasmin. I'm a holistic wellness practitioner.
Yeah.
Hello.
You
Hey,
can hear.
Hello.
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can
Yep.
hear you guys now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Okay. No, you need to be here. I can't have you interrupting.
Yeah, we can't have him interrupting the piece. You gotta get into them, tap into them frequencies, right? We gotta let him
I
return. But
can't hear
people
you, Carl.
can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I may have been covering my microphone, but yeah, so we can't have him interrupt the frequencies. You gotta get on the wavelength, create that, hold that space
Your
together.
audio is, I can't hear you again.
Really, my audio is cutting out. Is this the same for other people as well? Is my audio being weird?
You know what? You
Still
sound
can't hear you.
you sound fine to me, to be fair.
No, everything's
Sound
blurred
bad
to
to me.
me.
You can hear it.
Yeah, people are saying I sound okay, eh?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah, people, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in today. And obviously we're not done yet, but I just want to take this moment while we have the time. But yeah, we really appreciate you being here and being here from the day one. Like everyone, in fact, I'm gonna take a screenshot right now of everyone's names who's in this, just so we've got a list of who were the OGs, who were there for the first ever stream, because this is a big project that I'm excited to be a part of. I'm sure I can speak for Halima and Ninja as well. We're not just launching this for no reason. You know, we've got vision and big plans, and so it's exciting to share that with everyone. And ultimately, our main goal with this, short term especially, is just to provide value. We just want to help people become financially literate and be able to have the freedom to live the life they truly want to live. Like for me, crypto has opened up so many doors, so many opportunities for personal growth, for financial growth, and yeah, I want to be able to onboard people with this journey, especially in this modern climate where it's unfortunately like a thing that a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people are scared of, and that's okay. As humans, you know, change can be difficult, but change leads to growth, and that's why it's an important thing to embrace. I'm just gonna mute real quick as I can hear the bin man coming past. Sorry, people. It's 9 in the morning here, so it's a Monday, 9 a.m. And so the bin man is coming round. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. I've actually been having to take off my layers as we speak because yeah, it's just getting hotter and hotter. Went up since 6 a.m. and it was still quite cold then, but yeah, now it's due to be a very hot week this week. So yeah, I'll be chilling in the shade, focusing on this project. But yeah, I hope the van isn't being too noisy. Um, so yeah, Halima, would you like to share a bit about your journey with crypto, with holistic health? A bit about maybe I know I've come to you for treatment before, so you
Yeah.
might want to yeah, take a minute to tell people about that maybe. I think it's interesting to hear.
Yeah, so I'm really close to my dad. I live with my dad, and one day he woke up and he was paralyzed from the hip down, and so he wasn't able to walk. So we got a hijama practitioner to do cupping on his leg, and by the will of God, after the cooking session, he was walking as if he was like 17 years old. And I was completely shocked at how good the results were. So I then looked into hijama cooking therapy and I took a course. I went to London for like 3 days, did the course. I learned how to practice and then I started doing it on people. And I realized that instead of medicating ourselves with drugs, we can do hijama to then get better. If I could give you the best analogy and the best example, imagine a house. So you live in a house and you have a sofa, and in order for you to get the new sofa into the house, you have to remove the old sofa. So that's the same with your blood. If a specific area in your body is not working, like an organ isn't working, you have nerve damage, if you cut that area, if you take the blood out of that area, you then create new blood and you become a better you. Of course, at the start, you go to a healing phase. It lasts for about 2 weeks and then you get better. So that's what I've been doing at the moment. I'm a hijama practitioner, and yeah, I'm married to Jonathan Effendi, and he is in the crypto industry. So I thought, why don't I do something on mental health and wellness in this webinar, where I'm going to guide you through a meditation and kind of rewire that subconscious mind. So then you start making better decisions in the market and in life.
That was incredible. It was actually really interesting. I didn't even know the story about your dad. That's very,
Yeah, it
very
came from my
inspiring.
dad, man. Like it's so deep rooted. Like it just came out of nowhere. But it's definitely from God. Okay, so today I'll be guiding you through a health and wealth meditation to rewire your subconscious. So I just want everyone to unmute your mic.
You want people to unmute their mic?
Yeah, everyone unmute your mic. If you're somewhere loud, then don't unmute it. Just keep it muted. But if you're not somewhere loud, please unmute your mic so we can connect together through meditation. Okay, brilliant. So I just want you all to close your eyes and I want you to listen to me. So everyone close your eyes. You're going to be totally relaxed, totally relaxed. Just sit and relax and let yourself relax. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Let your body relax. You're going to stay awake and you're not going to go to sleep. Inhale for 4 seconds. And exhale for 4 seconds. You're going to be totally relaxed. You're going to be consciously aware of everything I say. I'm going to be very clear in your mind, just as the chair under you is clear in your mind. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Now, I want you to repeat after me and out loud. I call my power back to me from every place, person, and entity.
I call my power back to me from every place, person, and entity.
Person and entity.
From every space, portal, time, and dimension.
From
By
every
every space,
Space,
portal, time,
time,
and dimension.
dimension.
From every connection,
From every connection,
from
attachment,
every connection, attachment,
Attachment.
and vessel where I left it.
And vessel when I left it.
Left it.
Anyone and anything that is attempting to siphon my energy.
Anyone,
anything,
anything is attempting to siphon my energy.
You do not have the consent to use my vitality, and I call my power back.
you do not
Do not have the consent,
use my vitality.
and I will call my power back.
Now take a deep breath in and exhale for 4 seconds. Repeat after me. I deserve to have the money I desire.
I deserve to have the money I desire.
I deserve to live in a comfortable lifestyle.
I deserve to live in a comfortable lifestyle.
I deserve to get anything I desire.
I deserve anything I desire.
I am worthy of a luxury lifestyle.
I am worthy
I'm
of
worthy of a luxury lifestyle.
I am worthy of financial abundance.
I'm
I'm worthy of financial
Being
abundance.
financially abundant is my birthright.
Being financially abundant is my birthright.
Now take a deep breath in and exhale for 4 seconds. Again, repeat after me. I am a money magnet.
I am a money magnet.
Money loves me.
Money loves me.
Money is obsessed with me.
Money is
obsessed with me.
I always attract financial abundance.
I always attract financial abundance.
Money comes to me in the easiest, highest, and fastest way.
Money comes to me in the easiest, highest, and fastest way.
My income is constantly increasing.
My income is constantly increasing.
Money flows to me from multiple sources.
Money
From multiple sources.
I am grateful to be wealthy.
I'm grateful to be
Grateful
wealthy.
to be wealthy.
I'm
I'm
grateful
grateful to be wealthy.
I am grateful to be wealthy.
I am
I'm grateful to be wealthy.
I am open and ready.
I
I
am
am
open
open and ready.
I allow financial abundance to pour into my life.
I allow financial abundance to pour into my life.
Blink your eyes open and become aware of the relaxed and prosperous state you are in. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you.
Amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you
great.
for sharing, Halima. And thank you to everyone for participating with us with that. I think meditation can be amplified when multiple people are doing it. And we just
Yeah.
created a nice little conscious collective right there. And that is the Mycelink that we're talking about. And
It's super
thing I-
nice for me.
I think I love about manifestation and abundance when it comes to manifesting abundance is that you need to be in positions that allow you to become abundant. And I think crypto, for me personally, has been a great place to, okay, I'm manifesting abundance, but how am I taking action? Well, I hold crypto, which is a high performing asset class that can help me achieve abundance. And that's definitely, it's actually, I won't go too much into it, but the first meme coin that really changed my life was actually called 888 token. And I'm not saying you should buy that token. This is not a shout out for that token. I personally think that ship has been and sailed. However, 888 is literally the number for abundance. And out of all the meme coins I traded, it was 888, the abundance number, was the token that changed my life. So yeah, there's definitely something to be said about crypto and manifesting, positioning yourself to allow your manifestations to come into fruition and manifest in your physical reality. So, but yeah, thank you very much, Halima. Thank you everyone for joining in. Something new that we haven't done on the streams
You're
before,
welcome.
so it's exciting.
So yeah, let's get into some hard data sets, and then we'll end with some Q&A. You know what data I found so sick? This one, right from Holderscan. Bottom on cats. Now, for those that don't really understand meme coins, understand that meme coins are a reflection of the diabolical high interest rate fiat currency burning society that we currently live in. Combined by a clown world, right? Which I won't go into as well because I don't want to go too much into philosophy. And there are metas on the internet in which there are, I guess you could say, digital trends, right? In the current cosmic universe, in which money flows into. And recently, the meta in meme coins was a streamer meta, right? Because Pump Fun, the biggest meme coin launchpad in the world, started something called pumpfun.live, which I believe is actually going to change the internet. Think Twitch meets crypto. Unfortunately, you need a VPN to get on. But there were some great narratives on there where there's like two 19-year-olds that ran up $100,000 in creator fees. At some point, there is going to be a cat meta. Why? Because cats are the second most popular animal in the world. Oh, for those who don't understand why Bonk was so successful, so here in my hand is a Solana phone, okay? The second ever crypto phone in the world. They had a first edition in which Bonk was released on the phone, and then it went crazy because people then found out about Bonk being airdropped on the Solana phone, and then at some point that Bonk was worth 40x the value of the phone, which is I think $500 or $300 to $500, whatever, a few years ago. That's a great narrative, right? Crypto follows narratives. So if we go back to here, and I'm very, very serious on meme coins because they can change your life if you are smart, right? So the strongest coin here, as you can see, from in terms of holders with more than $100, is Bonk. It's literally the official meme coin of the Solana chain. At some point, will there be a cat meta? Probably, right? Probably. And the biggest cat being Popcat. And as you can see here, notice how almost everything is tied together. All these cats bottom out, and then now we're getting what we call it in technical analysis an engulfing candle. Basically, a chart which engulfs many previous charts, which isn't a promise of, because nothing is ever promised in the market, but a sign of bullish momentum. So, in fact, I will actually go to Deck Screener and do some quick TA on Popcat. In fact, what we'll do is I'll add it to my Q4 War Watch list. Feel free to screenshot. I can't stop you, so I might as well encourage you to do it. What do I want to type in? Popcat. Yeah, this TA is looking pretty sweet to me. We've got the 10-20 moving average looking like they're about to cross over on the daily. If I go to the 12 hours, they've just crossed over. MACD looking sensational here. We've built up some bullish momentum, and the 12 blue moving average moving over the orange. And on the BMI, we've got the blue crossing over the orange. This basic technical analysis. Oh God, this is really in the dirt. It's really in the dirt, but what does Warren Buffett say? Buy when those be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. Right now, the market is quite fearful of Popcat, but those who've been around know that Popcat did its thing in 2024. Now it didn't really innovate in 2025. Why was Popcat so dead? In fact, this is why we can use AI, right? Let's just build a base case for this, because you always want to ask AI, give me a reason not to invest. I'll even add it over here. So I'm going to add this here, and I'm going to add this data set from Popcat. 5, 10, 25, Popcat. Um, you know what would also be super interesting? I'm gonna go to Google Trends, and then I'm gonna see what the search term is for the word cat. What's a global search terminology looking like in, let's say, the past 5 years? Is this like an uptrend? No, it's kind of steady. What about in the past 12 months? It's kind of steady. All right, never mind. Okay, so considering scaling into PopCat, this is ready available on most centralized exchanges, including Binance. Considering scaling into PopCat, don't currently have any yet. Daily technicals looking good. 10x from all-time high, looking juicy, but worried about flatline price action in 2025. Data set from Holder, what's called it? Holder scan. From Holder scan, see attached. Indicates holders going up. Do you believe the cat meta will resurge? Is there an up, down, or consolidation in global cat trends, e.g., new cat parents? So it's a little bit esoteric in the approach, but if there's an uptrend in people getting more cats, that could be a contributor. Hey, webinar crew, love seeing that trading view set up on screen. Popcast daily chart is indeed looking constructive. RSI 14, let's double check that. RSI, hella low on the RSI. I feel you. What else can you tell me? MACD showing a fresh histogram flip. But yeah, that's 2025 flatline worry is valid. Speaking to me like it's from New York or something. Post all-time high dumps hit 62%, blah, blah, blah. Will the cat meta resurge? Absolutely. It's already purring louder in 2025. Short answer, yes, the cat meta is resurging hard. Flipping the script from dog dominance. The cat, what the fuck? Why now? Narrative shift, tide of dogs, cat independent chaotic energy from Gen Z millennials, 47% first-time pet parents. Wow. Okay. X sentiment, overwhelmingly bullish. Post-call PopCat, free at $23 with 50x to 125 billion all-time high. Yes, this is. I do not. I guess you could say outrule these things. Wow, $228 million. That is pretty fucking low. I can't lie. That's undervalued. I would buy PopCat. I'm convinced. And we've got Toshi as well. And we've got Toshi, which is the biggest base chain cat. And I actually bet on Toshi above. I said this in the last webinar. If you guys go to the last webinar, I said I would pick Toshi over Brett. Let me just get yeah, come on, man. That's like super clean TA, higher highs, higher lows, beautiful trend. Okay, if you download the base wallet, you'll see that they super co-sign Toshi. And then Brett is looking like a falling knife. So, okay, let me go over questions to respect the guests. Can we talk about ASTER? Yes, we can talk about ASTER. I've been on ASTER. I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as Hyperliquid. Do I think the narrative is going to run? Yes, because I've lived through Pancake Swap before in the previous bull market. Let me just load up ASTER. For those that don't know what ASTER is, it is a decentralized perpetual futures exchange. Decentralized meaning that you can connect to it via a wallet without like giving away your bank details and ID like Coinbase. and you can trade on leverage, and you can do a lot of the things that you can do on a centralized Binance exchange, which would require you to KYC with your bank, etc. Do I believe in the future of ASTER? Yes. Do I think ASTER is a buy? Not right this second. You know what? I would love ASTER to retouch back here. Load the boat price for ASTER will be. I'm gonna give you. I like to give like a load the boat price if it resets. I really don't think ASTER's gonna go below $1.56. I think the future of ASTER is extremely bright. This is pretty clean TA on the long 12 hours. I think the narrative is great. I don't think it's as good as Hyperliquid. However, since it's backed by BNB, they'll probably be smarter in pushing it, especially because the whole thing behind Hyperliquid is that we don't accept VC money, allegedly. Where are we with the market cap of ASTER? We are $3 billion. And where's PancakeSwap at? This is the biggest DEX on Binance. PancakeSwap is at $1 billion. I would say, I mean, I'd love to say that I'm exposed to ASTER. I am exposed in the sense that I have investments in ASTER, but I've taken out initials and profit. So I would honestly just be looking to refund trade this and build a position. Will I buy it at today's price? No. I think it will go down to at least $1.74. A great price is $1.50. That's my opinion on ASTER. Anything you want me to add, Ali? Have you used ASTER yourself? I think it's good, but I don't think it's amazing. And I definitely don't think it's as good as Hyperliquid.
Yeah, just I caught it, but I didn't fully invest in it when it was at 0.5. So I caught like a few like 80% ups, but I didn't fully catch the whole 5 to 50 to $2, which could have been a sick forex, especially on futures. But yeah, I was also gonna say there's a coin called Zilliqa. It's an older coin that used to be used to be a lot more popular, but now every bull market, or recently every bull market, has been doing a 2 to 3x, except this one. So I'm not sure if there might be another big pump or it's dying, because these every time it does hit a bull market, it pumps to 3x, but the next pump is substantially smaller than the last.
What I would say with regards to coins like ZIL, which I don't know much about fundamentally, but I understand what you're saying with these kind of pumps, right? Is you want to look at like the long-term trend. The long-term trend is that it's downtrending, and it is very difficult to predict these pumps. But what edge do you have to be able to catch these longs? The reason why this happens is simply because there is so much crappy cryptos on these centralized exchanges. Maybe these centralized exchanges got these coins at ICO price. For those that don't understand ICO, it means initial coin offering. In the stock market, it's initial price offering, so buying things off market. They have so much supply that they artificially, create these liquidity squeezes on the up or downside to just entice retail to put their money in for no reason. I would go as far to say that if you constantly focus on trading good assets with good fundamentals and good, especially in a bull market, rising price action, you can combine the theory of trading profitably and more predictably, and using those profits and reinvesting profits back into the spot asset. I know crazy pengu traders that like they leverage trade Pengu all the time and use the profits and just throw it back into Pengu and then spot trade it as well. One of my different mentors called Ian Dunlap, the master investor, he religiously preaches to trade the same assets that you invest in. Would you invest in Zill? No, you wouldn't. Or not? I don't think any reasonable person would.
It was just because of the recent trends. If you ignore like the massive downtrend, like the last 2 years, it's gone up to 0.3 and then gone back to 0.1. But it does seem to be dying in the long term. If I was to invest in it, I would have only invested it for this last push, and then probably never touched it again. But to be honest, with the way it's been going after this bull market Q3, it's not really seeing the same, pushes.
Bro,
So
this is an atrocious chart, bro. Like,
yeah. Back past
this
like
is
2
not
3
good.
years ago. You see the low front. That's what I was looking at. But yeah, I agree, bro.
Like, this is you're living in hopium, and this is not where you want to be. You want to be positioned in things that just make sense. Like the market gives you so many things that make sense. People investing in shit like this is just the inner demon saying, "What if?" When you have
I
all
thought
this green on this side.
AOL will shill that as well, so that could be part of the pump. Is that they've just got people trying to shill it.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that.
True.
Do we know about Minima? Minima? No. I don't know what this is. No, it looks like shit. What is this? What is this? Jabs, if you're there. Don't invest in declining charts, guys. Unless you have inside information, like the insider. Then don't buy falling knives, because only here to make money. Bitcoin mining companies, right? Feel free to screenshot this. Wolf, Hive, BT, BMNR. It might not necessarily follow this line, but do your own research on these three companies. I think with the Russell 2000, which is the bottom 2000 penny stocks, the dirt, what they sell on Wolf of Wall Street is breaking all-time highs, but pretty much pacing all-time highs. Last time it did this was the euphoric 2021 bull run, and I think we are set. Maybe a little pullback, and then off to the races. This is my prediction between now and the end of the year. I feel like that was an amazing first start to Mycelink. Let me take any questions.
Maybe if you could break down your reasoning behind your thoughts on Wolf and the other ones that were in that list.
Yes, sure. Okay, so first of all, understand that none of your assets that you're investing in are special or that special. Okay. One of the problems in a bull market is, and basically no one talks about this problem, is that there's going to be a lot of people who don't know much about the market who are going to make a lot of money in the market. Now, that's a bad thing because typically those people become arrogant and then think that they're Warren Buffett and then they lose their money 2 to 5 years later. This is a trend that I've studied, and please look into it. So before I go into these companies, let me make you understand my overall thesis when it comes to the next biggest injections of currently undervalued money flows. So A section in which I believe is highly undervalued in the stock market is companies that have that are crypto native or have things to do with crypto. So these companies, which I'm going to go into, are crypto mining companies and or crypto treasury companies. So companies which have crypto on their balance sheet. Now, I believe we're currently at the stage of pre-euphoria, in which there's going to be a lot of money dumped into crypto. And what better exciting narrative than stocks that are invested in crypto? So, also, I have a technical analysis, fundamental bias to the upside for these stocks. Okay, so let's take Wolf. So, what do we see here, Wolf? Let's just look at it from a technical point of view. We'll take out the 10-20 moving average here. So, in technical analysis, this is what's called a break of structure. We have a lot of green candlesticks that have broke the resistance and starting to form an escape velocity like structure, which happened in the previous 2020-2021 bull market and also in the 2013-2014 bull market. Admittedly, it didn't go up so parabolically in 2018. I don't know why. Of course, these are bets in which you should not overly size your portfolio into. And what you want to do is that you want to take a risk within a basket of stocks within a sector. So within the basket, we've got Wolf. They are fully integrated, environmentally clean Bitcoin mining facilities in the United States. TeraWolf will generate domestically produced Bitcoin powered by nuclear, hydro, and solar energy. Look, you don't need to care if companies actually do what they say. Well, I guess it's good when they do, but you just got to think: will the market buy into this narrative? Trump will almost definitely not shut down any crypto mining companies in the stock market. It doesn't make sense for him to do so. He'll probably turn a blind eye. Remember, the leader of the United States is a convicted criminal. So that's the matrix that we live in. Hive, I like this, not quite as much as Wolf. I prefer Wolf back in the day, but when I was a more mean reverting investor and trader, so I would try to find like really undervalued and then buy the dirt, try to attempt to buy the bottom. The problem is when you always try to find the bottom, you will often find assets that basically consolidate or are not currently trending higher. Now I like to jump on a trend, on a wave, which is why I like Wolf. I believe Hive is about to create such a higher high structure. However, it has not done so yet, which makes it slightly more risky than Wolf, but with more risk becomes more reward, right? In the sense that if you grab the current price to the high, which is what we like to do in investing, as a benchmark of how high something can go. This is 500% from the high, where Wolf is, I think, 350% from the high. Okay, 265 from the high. So obviously offering a higher return, but obviously with a bigger risk. Hive also follows within this category, as we can see here, engages in building a bridge between the digital currency and blockchain sector and traditional capital markets. This is actually an even better narrative because the narrative is it opens the portal between traditional finance and crypto. Yeah, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's Hive. And then we've got BT here, which is pretty much similar to Hive, similar setup also. I'm slightly worried about these earnings, but I think in a euphoric market, it doesn't matter too much. Bit Digital Incorporated provides cloud services for customers such as AI and machine learning developers. It operates through following segments, something blah, blah, blah. What really got me is something here called the ETH staking. So in order to be an Ethereum miner, you're going to have 32 Ethereum. That's easy when you're a multi-million-dollar company, difficult when you're an individual. Yeah, that's how you, in a nutshell, in the most layman's terms, become part of the Ethereum network as a contributor. And then ETH, I think, offers around 4% in yield. So not 4% on the asset price. but 4% on the Ethereum. So let's say, for example, a multi-billion-dollar company decided to buy 32 Ethereum times by 4,500, that's the price, times by, let's say they wanted to have 6 nodes, so 6 times 32, that cost them $100 million. And then they basically get 4% every month on the Ethereum by coins, right? So if they had 100 coins, they'd get 4 coins a year. And if we believe Ethereum is exponentially going to go up, then we can predict that companies like BT will be the recipient of such an influx of wave of capital. Then we have something called BMNR, which is in the dirt right now. I believe these guys are highly undervalued. They're a blockchain technology company which engages in industrial scale digital asset mining equipment and sales. I hope that answers. I really don't have time to go into these in huge depth, but I hope that kind of fast forward helps you with regards to some of my conviction and theory behind these 4 stocks.
Definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. How have you found today's webinar? And will we be seeing you back
Yeah,
on
man.
other Sundays?
You'll be seeing me back, for sure. I think it's a lot to digest as a noob pretty much. Yeah, a noob. But like the breakdowns that you give here and there, and like when I'm looking up stuff here and there to that terms that I need to understand, like it's filling me in, and I think overall really positive experience, man.
I'm glad you had a good time, bro. Do you currently use Grok?
Nah, like I'm not on Twitter really. On X really.
That's fine.
Like
I
I
would
have a
recommend you use
Gemini
Grok.
subscription.
Okay. All right. You know what? Do a test for me, right?
Yeah.
Get an X account and then use Grok. Like
Yeah.
literally get X just for Grok. And
Yeah.
then battle test the free expert version of Grok and put the same prompts in Gemini for your crypto and finance studies. And
Yeah.
you tell me which is better, Grok or Gemini.
Okay, cool.
I want to butt in. I actually don't think you need Twitter to download Grok. I could be wrong, but it's an app in its own right.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't think you need Twitter to create an account, just the email address. But I could be wrong with that. But I'm 95% sure you can just have an account without using Twitter.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, man, I'm sure for what you do, obviously you have a Gemini subscription, but actually I like to, use multiple AIs to do the same task and then see what's in common between all of them. And also just like which one answers me the most intelligently. And Ninja has converted me to Grok. I was does the job. I'd also like to share Trex that I was a complete noob when I met Ninja as well.
Yeah.
And I've been locked in and I understand a little bit about what he's talking about now. Don't understand everything, but I understand a bit. So it's definitely easy to scale it up. And I think I remember when Alien first came to one of these as well, Ali. And I know he's killing it in crypto right now. He's taken what Ninja does, applied his own techniques and strategy. And so yeah, it's about finding your own swag with it, man, for sure. Everyone has their own style. So don't be intimidated, bro, and respect to you for turning up. That's the first step.
Cheers, bro. Yeah, man, I'm taking it in.
Yes, sir. Jobs. How did you find this, my bro? I'm gonna see you again.
Feel like you might not be present on mic, bro.
All right, you know what? Might be occupied with something. That's fine. Okay, Ali, how did you find this, my bro?
It's good, It's definitely something I've used Grok a bit as well, and it's got good strategies, and it's honestly there's so many different things I've used it for. So it's been pretty good. Like just a note for anyone, I've been listening to Ninja for like a long time before I even started trading crypto. Like it took a lot of prep, like over a year or something. I think of just speaking, communicating, and now this is like it. This is Ninja's pretty much my best news source for this sort of stuff. Like it's the most realist information, and we go deep in depth and stuff that I don't usually find in my research. So, like, it is a really good news source, and it's a really good way of getting information that's accurate and up to date, like ASAP up to date, like today. You know what I mean? So it's good stuff. Yeah, I rate it heavy. I think the
Thank you,
branding's
bro.
cool too. I rate the name.
Mycelink, come on, bro. This is the new
Big
community.
up
We'll start
Mycelink.
a Telegram soon. We're gonna get active, and bro, even if you wanted to do like a leveraged trading section, like we're not limited to uploading on Sunday only. You know what I mean? Like we want to build the greatest like-minded emerging tech and wellness community in the world. You know what I mean? Like in a world where it's hard to trust people, let's build like a diverse community. So yeah, like I'm down to collab content. You know what I mean? If you want to jump on a Zoom with me and then we record something and we call it like the RSI 10x leverage strategy or something, like let's go, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm down.
It's not even a formal business at present. It's just a decentralized ecosystem.
Yeah, I think you should definitely expand with some group chats, a Telegram group chat, and yeah, something like a Discord group chat as well could be really cool.
Nah,
We could,
Telegram only is too much Discord for now. Just Telegram
yeah,
only,
yeah,
man.
Telegram's clean. That's what I use. Anyways, yeah, I rate that. Oh, there you go. I just made a book. Um, yeah,
Huh? You just what?
I just did a, bro. I'm doing small bits of money. I'm doing like I'm trying to trade like for pocket money, like a fiver to like 30, or like 15 to like 45. Like it's just like on the odd day, like I do like a free forex from like $2 on like 100x and stuff like that. And bro, I'm doing that right, you know.
Yeah, man said $2, 100x, bro. That's $200, bro. That's a bit of shopping, mate.
Yeah, but you know when
Alhamdulillah, bro. MashaAllah, bro. But that's amazing to hear. Do you know what? It's amazing to hear because it's realistic for people. Like I don't like nobody wants to hear 100, so $1,000 to 100,000 because most people would be like, but I had to risk 1,000. You're literally saying you risked $2 and you made 200.
yeah,
I can't do that. I don't try to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I respect it.
it's just it's a lot of psychology work and like just different graph patterns and yeah, choosing the coin and there's some other stuff, bro. But I can get into it in a different call or something.
Yeah,
But
100%. We'll make some original content on it. Have you or have you not actually traded on the ASTER platform?
no,
Okay, I'm gonna give you my. Don't start until I give you my referral link. I got a referral for you.
I bet.
But I can't lie. If you found a platform where you did decentralized trading on, I think you would just be in a different stratosphere, bro.
Yeah, I need to see. I've got 3 monitors now, so I wanna I
Alright,
wanna put
show
them
the
to use.
monitors, bro. Show them off, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me the monitors, my
Wait,
brother.
so how do I oh, there you go. With the LED lights, you know, I got a sofa, bro. Pull it out and
Yo,
that.
let me
That's a
pull up the
setup and a
alley,
half,
bro.
though.
Trading session at his house, bro.
I've crypto money. That's how I got this set.
Yes, bro.
Mashallah.
Investing in yourself, man. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, man, it was a beauty, man. I'm
Bro, we're
proud of that.
pulling
I'm
up to
proud
you,
of that.
man. We're pulling up to you, bro. Inshallah, this year.
Inshallah,
All
man.
right, all right, all right. Salman, this was very different from our usual webinars. How did you find today, man? Do you like the new format?
Yeah, man, always good, always learning stuff, man. So yeah, it's a good one.
How did you feel Halima's meditation went? Did you like the
Fun that
affirmations?
this is something different in it. So yeah, it's good, man. Good to have a bit of breathing exercise in the middle of it.
All right. Let's wrap up here. Anybody want to say any words? Have any questions? But I'm signing out soon.
Just big up Halima and the break exercise, man. That was lovely.
She says you're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah, nice one for
thank you
that.
very much.
All good. Yeah, yeah, it was sick.
And
Big
guys,
up to
invite
everyone for
people,
tuning
man.
in.
Invite people, and then the replay is gonna be out soon. In it, like, comment, subscribe. Let people know, man, how greedy.
How greedy, man.
Mycelink.
Big up everyone for tuning in. Thank you for being the OGs. Yeah, it's a big moment in history for us. It's a huge moment in history for Mycelink. And yeah, thank you for being a part of it because we're nothing without the community.
Yes, sir. Sunday next week, man. We'll get hella clips out, reels out. You know what I mean? From this one, I'm sure there's some gems. Create some new content, and then, man, next week I'm hoping for 20 people plus, man. If we're gonna do this consistently, let's do it, man.
Do it, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, love, love, love. Take care, guys.
Take care.
All right,
Actually,
thank you.
you know what's
Sorry, God bless you
you know what's
all.
crazy? You know what's crazy? I don't know if I can physically make it because I'm actually traveling. If I might be on an aeroplane.
Oh my
But if
God.
I'm on an aeroplane, I need Krog to just hold it down, bro. You're gonna have to hold it down yourself, bro. If I'm on an
Yeah,
aeroplane.
that's calm, bro. I'll sort
Yeah,
it
I'll
out,
give you
bro.
login details to my Zoom, bro.
Easy, bro. Sounds like a plan.
Easy, come on, Ali, come in
What I'll,
with some options. Even if we can't make it, man, make sure you're all there. But I'll be there for every other Sunday.
But you
what I'll
know,
do next time is record the session and then you can play it. You know, the
yeah,
meditation
that'd be
session.
sick.
Yeah, we should get that anyways on the YouTube, eh? But that can be just like you doing it. But we should get that on the YouTube anyways. But yeah,
Yeah.
we can talk privately about plans and yeah, refining the ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If everyone could leave the Zoom, so me and Krog can have a chat in it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, guys.
much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Peace and love and oneness and abundance, all of that.
I mean,
Yes, thank you for joining, man.
bye.
Come back.
It's just-
Oh, babies, can you
How do
leave?
I get off?
No.
Oh.